So apparently Almighty Suspect got kicked off of No Jumper. He's banned from No Jumper. Apparently LA's hottest rapper. LA's hottest rapper, Almighty Suspect, spits on co-host after he's called a bitch during their live podcast, then pulls out a knife and stands behind personal security. He spits on somebody, then he stands behind personal security. Right. All right. Let's see what the fuck is going on.
Ain't worried about a light-skinned nigga, no nigga, period. So if a nigga's that gangster, he's always bringing up fighting. You can't get a nigga bringing up fighting and then try to put it on the other nigga to do something.
So,
but I just caught you one. I just caught you one. Just on that, you are a bitch.
Guys.
Oh my god. Oh, that was a nice loogie right there. That was a nice Lugan Dortz. I ain't gonna lie. That was a nice loogie right there. I ain't gonna lie. Lugan Dortz. Lugan's, that was a nice loogie right there. That was a nice.
Oh, guys.
He said, oh. You just got spit on, man. What you doing all the sound effects for? Anyways, Adam22 has since then took it upon himself to personally ban Almighty Suspect from No Jumper, from never ever doing any podcast hosting with the company ever again.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement. Many of you are probably expecting this. As of today, Almighty Suspect will no longer be a host on No Jumper. For anyone who's living in a hole in the ground.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
There was a confrontation last night between Brandon, a.k.a. Bucci Bear, a.k.a. Dark Brandon, and Almighty Suspect that resulted in both spit flying and a knife being pulled out.
Sheesh.
Both of these are infractions that
and that's what you have to do, Adam. Adam is now in a position where too much bullshit has happened, transpired, and has been publicly displayed live for everybody and they fucking mama to see. Too much has happened on the in the No Jumper studios. Ultimately, too much. You've had people passing out, throwing up. You had people getting slapped, spit on. Multiple people have gotten spit on this show, which is not a good look for your show. This is the show where people pull up to spit on the motherfucker. I mean,
fear we just cannot tolerate as a business. You know, many times over the past couple of years, I've looked back at the Kelpie incident and I have felt like I was a little too lenient.
See?
Like I feel like that incident, even though we managed to skate essentially because we got Kelpie to sign off on suing us, I think it was extremely lenient of us to.
And that's so fucking sad. Because somebody's threatened to sue your punk ass, now you have to enforce the rules. How about you have a little self-awareness? Not even self-awareness. How about you just have awareness in general? Be able to read the fucking room. Be able to like know how to conduct a bit. And I already know like bro, what No Jumper started out as. You know, when you're transitioning into a actual business mogul, bro, like it's gonna be a time where you really didn't give a fuck and didn't know what the fuck was going on, versus where you fully blossomed into that content creator, whatever you want to call them, that is literally, I wouldn't say strict, but is watching everything, paying attention to every little thing, knowing if shit goes wrong, okay, what went wrong? What needs to happen because this went wrong? especially if it's some shit that's going on between my co-hosts. Shit.
Not fire sus at that time. And I'm not going to lie, there's been a couple times since then, in particular with the whole Jalise thing, where it really, really felt like he was on the border of attacking her. That got a little scary for me and made me feel like, Jesus Christ, maybe this is not okay. But yeah, I just feel like we just can't tolerate that kind of stuff in here. It's just way over the line. I have nothing against him. I told him I have nothing bad to say about him. I'm not going to come on here and trash him. I'm not going to treat him like a sharp or anything like that. But as a business, the liability associated with having somebody on camera who we have like essentially no assurance is not going to fly off the handle like that. It's just too big of a risk, and it's just not the kind of platform that I want to run at this point. I mean,
you fuck around and you find out, see, I'm not with that bullshit no more. And that's crazy. That's crazy for you to feel so comfortable to where you can literally project your body fluids and DNA onto somebody in the form of an assault. We talking about a 0 HP attack damage. We talking about a 0 HP damage, zero attack. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. A 0 HP power attack move. You just spitting on the motherfucker. It don't really do shit to him to hurt him, but it's very disrespectful. You don't really do that shit too often in your life. I'm not gonna lie. You don't really find your... If you freaky and kinky, keep that to yourself. I'm not talking about that. But, yeah, bro. I mean, W Adam. This is what you should have been doing from the jump. You know, it's not content when people are acting like a fucking ass and acting like they don't have no home training. These are grown ass adults. Why the fuck are y'all fighting on camera? Why the fuck are we fighting on camera? If y'all literally watch the Gil's Arena shit with, you know, Gilbert Arenas, Nick Young, Kenyon Martin and shit, or Kenyon Martin, I don't know how the fuck you say his name. Bro, Nick Young and Nick Young and Kmart got into it. I'm gonna just say that. They got into it, and as soon as like it was getting to a point where it was gonna start to escalate, they ended the show. It should have been that right then and there. But you see, this business model that Adam has, he's trying to run a passive income strategy. He's trying to make money when he's not even in that bitch. He just got these motherfuckers. He can have Flacco, whoever, and they just in that bitch running the show, talking, do whatever they do. A fight can break out. Damn, it ain't shit he can do to stop it right then and there. It ain't shit he can do to de-escalate it right then and there. So when you have situations like that, when you have situations like this,
ain't worried about a light-skinned nigga, no nigga, period. So if a nigga's that...
So, no jumper is always... This is a place of low vibrational people. This is a place of low vibrational people. And I'm not going to say, it's all because of Adam. Adam has no control over what he does. These people just already exist. I'm not going to say these people like it's some racist shit, but they already exist. These archetypes and character builds already exist. The stubborn hood thug nigga who think he runs the world, who think he's bigger than the program. Shut your bitch ass up, do your fucking podcast, and take the tough guy out of your fucking attitude, bro. Stop doing that. And see, this is what the tough guy shit has got you. I'm so fucking glad. I'm so glad he is no longer on this show. I'm so glad he is deplatformed. Take your ass to somewhere else.